doing? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dumebi, and I'm a makeup artist. If this is your first time stumbling on my channel, you're welcome. Now you know you have to be a part of this family. Like, hit the subscribe button right below this video in red, and then hit the notification bell beside it so that you get notified whenever I drop a new video. Today I'm going to be doing makeup, and I'm basically inspired by brown skin girl. You guys, like, if you don't know brown skin girl at this point, I'm like, where have you been? Anyway, so today's look is going to be like inspired by brown skin girl. I'm working with rich brown chocolatey tones today. That's what I have in mind right now, and I'm going to be using some new products. Over here I have this from Dear Salma Beauty. This is a beauty blender from Dear Salma. She actually sent me two of them, but they are basically the same thing, so I'm showing you just one. So I'm going to be trying out this beauty blender and letting you guys know my thoughts about it. Then I also have another PR package over here from Royal Makeup. Okay, so over here guys, this is what I have. They gave me like face and body glow mists, and in two different shades. You see what I'm telling you guys, like glow is seriously trending. If I count how many glow I've gotten in PR packages here. Okay, so this is the second thing that came in the package. At this point, it's not written if it is, like, they didn't write what it is. We just have Glam Face Collection, the Princess Series, Royal Makeup, and here I think this is like their catchphrase or something. So they didn't even state on the package if it's an eyeshadow palette, a powder palette, a concealer palette. Like, it's not stated, and I think that can be a bit confusing. Oh, look at that shade. Okay. So like, this is what, okay, this is a powder palette, and this is the first round powder palette I'm ever receiving. I have to give them thumbs up for originality. I don't know if they are the only people doing it, but like, they are the first that I've gotten. So I'm going to be using all of this in today's video for my brown skin girl makeup inspiration. Keep watching. Let's just get right into the video, guys. So guys, the first thing that I'm doing is to prime my lips using a lip balm, because my lips are usually dry and scaly these days. So doing this before I get to lipstick gives my lip enough time to soften, and my lipstick is going to be easier to apply. So I'm also moisturizing my face using the Cell moisturizer. This is the very important step for your makeup. Then I'm priming my face using the Pond's primer, and I find that this primer can be extremely drying. So what I did was just to spray my face with some face mist stroke setting spray from, I think it has green tea in it. I've forgotten what brand that is, but I'll list it in the description bar. Then to give my face like a glowy base, I'm using the NYX Illuminator, and I'm tapping it in using my foundation paddle brush. And this is actually why I sprayed my face, because that particular illuminator tends to get patchy and difficult to blend if your face is dry. So I'm mixing two foundations. They're both from Maybelline Fit Me, and I used the 360 Mocha and the shade 380. So I mixed them, and I'm using the beauty blender from Dear Salma that I told you guys I'm trying out today. And really guys, you guys know I don't use beauty blender to apply my foundation, so I wasn't okay with the way it looked. I felt it was not blended. I could still see some patches of the foundation not well settled into my skin, so I had to go over it with my buffing brush. I went over everything. Then now I'm highlighting my face, and I'm doing it one part at a time. You can see that I did that part of my eyes first of all, and I used the beauty blender, and the beauty blender worked very well for highlighting. Like, it blended very well, unlike when I did foundation with it. So now for the concealer that I'm using is from LA Girl, and is the shade Chestnut. So I'm just doing it part by part, one under eye, then the other under eye, and of course I'm using the remnant on the beauty blender to also prime my eyelids. Then I did my forehead, my nose, my chin, and blended everything with the beauty blender. Then I'm using this product. This is a setting powder from Beyond Beauty. This is actually a very new, I don't know if it's officially been released yet, but I got it as a PR product, and I decided to use it because I had not used it before since I received it. So I was like, since I'm trying out new products, I might as well try it. And I used it to bake. I didn't just set my face with it, I actually baked. Usually I'm not a fan of baking, but I did that this time. I always bake whenever I'm doing face first, because when I'm doing my eye makeup, there's always a tendency for there to be eyeshadow fallout. So when you're baking, that excess powder can serve as a cushion, so that if the eyeshadow should fall on top of that area, you can always brush it off when you're brushing your excess setting powder that you baked with. So that is why I baked. Then for my brows, I use the Mabrook pencil. This pencil is actually one of my favorites. It's always very pigmented, and you can really get that hair-like look with it. So I primed my eyelids using the remnants of the chestnut concealer from LA Girl. Then I use that eyeshadow palette. Is a matte eyeshadow palette, and I remember this is one of the eyeshadow palettes that I ever bought when I learned makeup professionally, and it was really affordable. I can't even remember how much I bought it back then, but one thing I'll tell you guys is affordable doesn't always mean bad quality. I really love the eyeshadow palette. Then the next shadow that I'm going in with is from Sleek, and it's their Sunset palette. I'm using the black eyeshadow as a base. What I wanted to do, this makeup look was actually supposed to be a brown smoky eye, but because I'm really dark, you know, just using brown eyeshadow or a brown whatever is not going to really pop on my skin. So I had to use a black base, then put some brown on it, and as you guys can see, it's giving me that chocolatey brown look, which is what I wanted in the beginning. So I blended that out, and I'm taking the glow from that. I didn't use any eyeshadow. The brown that I used is from my face definer from Beyond Beauty Cosmetics. Then I used the glow also from that face definer to highlight my inner corner, and then I just applied my lashes. So now for my waterline, I'm using my LA Girl primer to prime that area, because I was going to go in with the matte neon pigment to line my eyes as my pop of color for this look. So I'm just applying that right there, and this is a very, very smart thing to do, because if I had applied just the neon pigment straight on my waterline, it probably wouldn't have stayed and popped as much as it was. So this is a trick that you can do to make your colored liner really pop. So now I'm brushing off the setting powder, and this was the point where I knew that I was going to work extra hard to make this thing look, you know, at least a little bit presentable, because it gave me a lot of flashback. Like, guys, I never expected it. Now this is the thing with when we receive PR products. Like, when you receive PR products, it's probably not been released in the market yet. They give it to influencers first to kind of like tell them what they think about it. And you know, for this one, I wasn't expecting this, because the powder looked yellow in the container. I never expected the amount of ashiness and flashback that I was getting, and it actually made it very difficult. I kept going back and forth trying to blend it, trying to remove the ashiness, trying to make it look more skin-like and more believable. Guys, it gave me a hard time. I had to use some like my contour. I used the contour, the same brown shade that I use on my eyes from the face definer from Beyond Beauty. That's what I used to contour my face, to bring a little bit of colors in the perimeter of my face. But you guys can see that it is still not working. I kept going back and forth. Even after applying my blush, I kept trying to brush off the excess, but guys, it was a lot of work. So now I'm just highlighting my face using the highlighter from Blossom Cosmetics, and I'm going very light-handed. I'm brushing off excess with my powder brush, because my face was already looking like, oh god. So I'm using that same highlighter to highlight my brow bone, and now I'm going to be using a lot of setting spray to really remove the powdery look and the ashy look, to tone it down a bit. And you know, at this point I now realized that it was still not working. I had to go back with my powder brush to, you know, still blend it down and tone it out and everything. Guys, it was a lot of work. I probably would have even scrapped this video, but I was like, at the end of the day, I think it was still a bit, you know, not too bad. But yeah, this is just for you guys to know what it is with PR packages. Sometimes it's not always 100% perfect, but we still do it for you guys, because we have to tell you guys what it is so that you know what to buy, and we have to also tell this brand so that they know what to work on. So now for my lipstick, I used the brown lipstick from Zikel. I wanted to do a two-tone lip, which was brown and orange. Then I used a red lipstick from Maybelline for the lip before I layered it on with some orange neon pigments to make the orange pop a little bit more in my lower lip. So guys, this is the end of the makeup tutorial. This is the finished look. Let me know, do you guys think it still looks ashy, or did I pull it off? Does it look at least presentable? Then keep watching, guys, so that I'll tell you guys my opinion on the products that I used. Hi guys, So this is the finished look. I hope you guys like it. I did not really know what I was going to do before I started, but it just kept flowing and flowing, and I introduced orange like to give that pop of color, and I think orange really looks nice on dark skin, on brown skin girls. Don't you guys agree? So to tell you guys about the products that I use, my first impressions on them, I'm going to start with this beauty blender by Dear Salma Beauty. I think like it's really bouncy. You can see like how much it stretches, and when I got it down with some water, it's like almost doubled in size, and it's really soft. But I don't know, probably because I mean, if you guys are like regular on this channel, you guys know that I never use beauty blenders to apply my foundation, but I tried doing that with this beauty blender and I did not like how it was coming out, probably because I'm not used to using beauty blenders, or for some reason some areas did not blend as much as I thought it would be. But it actually worked very well for my concealers under the eye, so that's what I'm going to say about this one. Probably I'll try to use it again to see if it works properly for my foundation, and fingers crossed until then. Then for the other products that I have here, I have this powder palette and I have this glow mist here. For the glow mist, I think it's very difficult to get it wrong with glow mist. Seriously, like this one was even far more pigmented than I was expecting. There's a lot of glitter in it, and it's not one of those glow mists that give you a sheen. It didn't give a sheen. Instead, it gave like this glittery effect on my face, and I think I really like this one. Then for their powders, I would say that some of the shades are really close to each other, as you guys can see. Then you have some with cooler undertones and you have some with warmer undertones. Like this one is warmer than this one. These two are similar, but this one is more orangey than this one. Then I tried using this for my contour, and as dark as this shade looks, I was actually surprised that this contour shade was not even really showing on my cheek. It wasn't really showing when I tried to contour with it, so I had to go in with another darker powder to contour. Then I used this as my face powder mixed with this one. I kind of mixed both of them for my face powder because the setting because of the setting powder that I used before was giving me a kind of flashback, which I didn't like. That was actually a first time product I also used from Beyond Beauty. Their setting powder gave me a white cast, which I did not like, and I was not expecting it. So this is the setting powder that I was talking about. You can see that in the container it appears yellow, but when I applied it, it was looking white, and I baked because I wanted to do my setting powder to catch eyeshadow fallout during the process of baking. So by the time I brushed it off, there was this really serious ashy look, and I didn't really like that. So I think that's probably why some of these powders did not, like, you know, like the powder probably didn't do as well, especially the contour shade, as I was hoping. So I'm guessing it's because of the effect of this one over here. But all in all, I think I like the product. I like the shade range. I like this one, but I wasn't very impressed with the foundation blending, but I will try it again because using beauty blender for my foundation is not my style. But I'll try it again and then I'll let you guys know. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not. Don't leave without subscribing, guys. I'm judging you if you do that. So don't forget to drop me comments, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.